Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Part 3 gang, let's get it. Part 3 gang, let's get it. Like, share, subscribe, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Man, John was crazy. He was like, yeah, he said, man, they ain't doing nothing but using them over there. So when he said that, I was like, he said they using them? He was like, yeah, they said they using them, man. They say as long as he bring that pack, he's straight. You know what I mean? He was like, the whole time, he was like, the dude don't even like him. The dude, Kurt, don't even like him the whole time. I was like, man, like you know me, I done been through stuff, man. I done had somebody from my city steal my phone, man. Steal the lady I'm messing with. All type. I done been through the ringer. Pause. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a good feeling when you get crossed. Like, when he told me that information, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, man. Like, I got like a warm, tingly feeling on my arms. I started having flashbacks on when I got crossed, and I just started like, yo, I was like, yo, bro, you know what, though? I said, man, the dude that they talking about, bro, I said, bro, I rock with dude. I said, dude was on Sussex rocking with all us, bro. I said, man, for real. I said, man, that junk crazy. I said, and I tried to get in the car with him, bro, but he rocking with them, though. I was like, man, so it wasn't no room for me, bro. So I'm like, man, like, I don't, like, for real, bro. Like, I was like, man, you think I should say something to him? My homeboy was like, yeah. He was like, man, them dudes in the way, man. He was like, man, them dudes is in the way. Now, he was like, now, they gonna go back and say that you told them then, you know, like, you want to be in the middle of that. You know what I mean? I was like, no, I ain't trying to be in the middle of that. I was like, but for real, though, bro, I just want to warn him, though, man. Like, even if he don't let me get the pop or nothing, I was like, man, he was like, you rock with him? I was like, bro, yeah, I rock with the dude. I was like, but, you know, he his own man. I can't tell him how to hustle. I can't tell him how to do his own business. You know, at the end of the day, he gonna do what he want. You know what I mean? So he like, man, I'm saying, like for real, man, like, man, tell him, bro. Tell him. He was like, F it, just tell him. I was like, man, I'm gonna holler. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna check his temperature. So I got bro up, went back to the pod. You know what I mean? I get back in the pod. I don't see Tyson when I come back in, but I see the dude Kurt standing back there looking like he doing his own shenanigans. They getting money. So when I come back in the pod, that's when Tyson seen me. He was like, what's up, Weezy? He's like, got something for you, man. So I was gonna holler at you. I'm like, yeah, it was good. So I pull up. He was like, nah, look, come in my cell. So I went to his cell for the first time. His celly went in there. You know what I mean? His celly already had dipped out for diabetic call. So I go in his joint. You know what I mean? He throw the cut up. He got to work on the table. You know what I mean? He was already in there bagging up. He was like, here, Weezy. I was like, appreciate it, bro. He gave me like another spoon in the house. I was like, man, appreciate it, man. So I sat down. I was like, this your bed, right? He's like, yeah. I sat down. I was like, hey, bro, look. I said, bro, listen, bro, I want to tell you something, bro. I said, man, but I don't, bro, for real, bro. You can't say nothing, bro. You can't put me in the middle of this, man. He was like, tell me what? I said, bro, the only reason I'm telling you this, bro, because I rock with you. I was like, this ain't like I'm trying to hate on dudes and like I'm trying to take their spot, nothing like that. This ain't about none of that. I made sure I let that be known. Like, bro, this ain't about that. This is about just me alerting you about what's going on because I rock with you. You know what I mean? Because you got to be careful, man. I told y'all, like, you get crossed with some people that where you're from, man, like, it's a different feeling. It's a different feeling, man. It's like on the street getting crossed by somebody from your hood. Like, you know, like somebody from your city will definitely cross you. But I'm talking about somebody from your hood. When you're in penitentiary, the dudes from your city, it's supposed to be unity. It's supposed to be like y'all together in there, man. Like at least that's how it's supposed to be. But dudes walk to the own beat of their drums, man. So like it is what it is when it comes to griminess in there. That's why sometimes in my stories, y'all, I gotta match grimy with grimy, man, because it's just so much griminess going on in there. Man, I'm in there talking to bro. I tell him straight up. I said, man, look. I said, bro, look, man, I hollered at my homeboy, man. He was like, who your homeboy? Off the rip. I'm like, that's neither here nor there. I said, but look, though, he ain't trying to be involved. I'm not trying to be involved. So he's like, man, what you talking about, Weezy? I'm like, bro, I'm talking about that they say the old dude using you, bro. You know what I mean? He was like, he started bagging up. He was like, using me? I'm like, yeah, bro. Yeah, using you, bro. He was like, why you say he using me? I said, bro, didn't you tell me he did the money play and then the $400 came back that wasn't right? He was like, yeah. I said, so what you do about that? He said, dude said he gonna try to straighten it, man. You know, he don't know what happened. I was like, I said, look, bro. I said, it's a dude over there that be stole bossing from my homeboy. I said, he be coming over there having the same stuff that you got and say he got it from the dude Kurt and like, I don't know what's going on. I said, all I know is, bro, they said the dude using you. And my man just ain't gonna say that. I'm telling you, bro. So he like, man, for real, Weezy. I was kind of thinking though, like, I was kind of thinking that, man, like, you know, maybe, you know, maybe they just like, you know, they just looking out for me because I'm from their hood. They just looking out for me because I'm from their city or whatever. But like, Weezy, man, I started thinking. He said, what made me think was my mama asked me what was I doing in there. You know what I mean? And I told her I was chilling. She asked me who I be hanging with. He said, I told her I be hanging with the dudes from my city. He said, I be kicking it with a couple of other dudes. So she was like, how the dudes from your city be out there? He said, I told him they all right. She said, you be feeding them, giving them stuff. He was like, yeah. So she was like, be careful with that. You know what I mean? She was like, you don't know those dudes. You just got on this compound. He said, that's what made him kind of start thinking. He was like, but, you know, like, he be selling the stuff, Weezy, man. So, like, I said, bro, I get it, bro. Like, I understand you trying to be in the cut. You know what I mean? Like a Band-Aid game. I said, but, bro, look, just be on point, bro. I'm telling you, they say that's the word that they using you, bro. You know what I mean? I ain't telling you because I'm trying to rain on their parade, bro. I said, I'm telling you because I rock with you. This is the only reason why. I said, then on top of that, I have been crossed those sussers, bro. I said, before we met, bro, I said, a dude crossed me for a cell phone and the lady that we had, bro. I said, so like, I done been through a lot. It don't feel good to get crossed on people that's where you from. So he like, man, I feel you, Weezy, man. So I'm like, what you gonna do? He was like, man, I don't know, man. Like, bro, I done gave him half of the pack already to sell. I'm like, for real, bro? He was like, yeah. He was like, man, he be selling the dough, like, you know what I mean? Then, you know, Fat Boy be hustling the feeses. I'm like, shh, man, just be careful, man. I was like, man, just be careful how you do it. I said, don't forget, bro. Don't involve me or nobody. This, bro, it is what it is. Like, you're not pulling up on him about this. I'm just warning you to be cautious. But you can see signs for yourself. I said, bro, I'm letting you know now, bro. I'm not doing no messy stuff, bro. So keep me out of it, man. You know what I mean? He was like, man, look, I got you, man. You know what I mean? I got you. So I'm like, man, that junk crazy. So a little bit of time it went on. I say like the rest of that day. So now we outside. Now we out in the park for the last wreck for the nighttime joint. So we out there, everybody moving around, everybody halfway dozed off, tired, chilling, watching TV, making food still on the phone. It's late night, so dudes kind of chilling. So I step out the pod, you know what I mean? I kick it with my homeboy for a minute. As I'm in there, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what's going on. I just hear somebody say, now, who told you that? Who told you that? They lying. Who told you that? Whoever told you that, they lying. Whoever told you that, yeah, they lying. Why would I be using you? Why would we be using you? Man, whoever told you that hating, man. Yeah, they hate us. That's whoever told you that. I'm like, I'm walking by here in the joint. It's coming from Kurt's sale. I'm like, I know bro ain't going there and do the unthinkable, y'all. So boom. This is crazy right here. So I go walk over by the microwave, see my homeboy. My homeboy was like, what are they fussing about? I'm like, bro, I don't know, bro. I don't know what's going on, man. So he like, man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. I just seen Tyson just walk out. Tyson walk out like, man, I ain't trying to argue about it no more, man. I ain't trying to argue about it. He stopped in the middle. Tyson was like, man, look. So you seen Kurt come out. Kurt was like, man, what? He was like, man, I ain't trying to argue about it no more, man. You ain't even get the money from the dude. Dude owe us $400. You just let that go by like that. You ain't even get the money. Kurt said, man, didn't I tell you I was going to get the money? Didn't I tell you I was going to get the money, man? He was like, man, I ain't trying to hear it no more, man. Tyson walked to his handicap. Man, Tyson walked to his handicap, man. I promise you, man. I looked over at Kurt. I looked at Kurt. Kurt whispered something to the fat boy. And the fat boy went and got the young boy, the other dude that they be with. And they went down that nigga's cell like, and they walked down the Tyson cell like bad dudes. They was going down that joint like this. They was like, they got down that joint. They knocked on the door. Tyson ain't say nothing. You see the little slim dude open the joint. He opened that joint up, went straight in there. The young boy went straight in there. Next thing you know, you just hear. I'm mad with you. Yeah. Where's that? So now dudes are like, dudes don't really know bro like that because he just came in a pod. A lot of dudes don't know him. The dudes that know him, it's the dudes that's beating him up, y'all. So boom. The man is getting beat up by his own city. This man, it's not funny. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man, but he was in there getting beat up by his own city. So I hear the noise. Yeah, I could have put my cape on and went in there, but what am I going to do that for, man? For one, he did what I told him not to do. Don't pull up on them about it, man. Witness the movements and then move on. That's what it was, man. Like, I felt like he did too much, so I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't do nothing, y'all. I'm sorry. The man in there getting banked. The man there getting banked from his own city, man. For one, I don't have nothing to do with that. That's his city. I ain't had nothing to do with it. I already know what y'all gonna say. I ain't had nothing to do with it when I told him the information. But at the same time, though, I wasn't telling him the information so I can get the pack. I was just warning the man, you know what I mean? They in there beating him up, y'all. They in there beating him up. I looked up. I seen the dude Kurt like this. Kurt started walking over there. He had his hands crossed. He was like, all right, man. He called the fat dude. He said, all right, man. Fat dude got up, was like, I ain't never seen a fat dude look that angry. He was like, this all he had on him right here, man. He was like, yeah, go ahead and take it. Go ahead and take it, put it in my room. Go ahead and take it, put it in my room. The slim dude got up. He was like, man, that man kicked Tyson so hard in his stomach, man. Tyson was like, so everybody like, oh, man. So they leave out. When the slim dude leave out, you see Kurt walk up. Kurt was like, he went in dude's cell, closed the door, put the cut up nice and gradually. He seen all us standing there watching. Everybody was standing there watching. He made sure when he came to the door, he looked me right in my eyeballs. He was like, they threw the cut up, y'all. So boom. They was in there for about 20 minutes. The cut come down. When the cut come down, you see Kurt come out. Kurt come out the joint, go straight to his cell. His two lynchmen was standing by his cell waiting on him. You know what I mean? So they standing over there. He walked over there where they was at. They go in the cell. I look. I seen Tyson just sitting on his bed. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't really see. Like I just seen like his blue shirt. He was sitting on the bed. I'm like, I ain't going over there to ask him. He was all right, man. He wildin', man. He did what I told him not to do. And plus, I don't want to have the like, I'm the one that did this. And so, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm trying to stay away. At the end of the day, I ain't scared of Kurt or the fat dude or whoever else. But at the end of the day, bro, I don't know. What you want me to do? What y'all want me to do, man? I can't do nothing, man. So boom. So I'm just observing it like everybody else. I'm in the pod watching it like everybody else. I'm minding my business. I know it sounds petty, but this is what I have to do, man. The man did what I told him not to do. So he stayed in the cell. He stayed in the joint. Now it's locked down for the rest of the night. We locked down. I'm like, man, this junk crazy, man. I was like, man, they done beat Tyson up. This junk crazy. So the whole time dudes is out in the bar working at night. My homeboy work at night. He come to the door. He was like, bro. He was like, man, your homeboy in that junk, man. He ain't beat up. Cause I told him to go check, you know what I mean? Like, man, make sure he all right. Like, don't go say nothing to him. Just walk by and be nosy. So he was like, all right, when I sweep, I'm gonna go do it. So when he came to my set, he was like, yo, look, bro. He was like, man, your homeboy ain't beat up. You know what I mean? He was like, but he in that junk looking sad. He looked real sad in that junk. I was like, what he doing? He was like, man, he just sitting on the bed. I'm like, shh. That junk crazy. I was like, that's wild right there. You know what I mean? I was like, that's wild right there, man. So I let the rest of the day. So after that, so the rest of the night went. Now we up for breakfast. We get up for breakfast. Everybody get up. When there's a fight always or something like that, everybody will get up the next morning just to see what's going to go on after that situation. So everybody up for breakfast. I can't even remember what the tray was, but everybody get up. So we all out in the pod on standby for breakfast. I look over there. Tyson said, Tyson come out. Tyson just standing by his door. So as soon as he came out, he looked at me like, I mean, he gave me a look like, so my homeboy standing there. My homeboy see it. My homeboy like, Weezy, look. You ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. He was like, that's they city politics, bro. He was like, let them handle that. I said, yeah, bro, I know him, but I ain't got nothing to do with that, man. Like, I was like, I ain't got nothing to do with it, bro. You know what I mean? Gave them my word, I ain't got nothing to do with it. So they tell us to exit out, we leave out. You know what I mean? We leave out. We get to walking. Walking up the hill, walking around the circle. As we coming around from 40 building, getting closer to 50 building, I look. I seen the fat dude, I seen Kurt and the brown skin tall dude. They kind of slowing down, walking down. They like walking slow by 50 building, like they on the left side of us. They walking slow, so we coming around. I see them. So I tell my homeboy, I'm like, yo, bro, watch these dudes, man. I was like, cause I don't know what they got going. He was like, for what? Everything? I was like, yeah, everything good. Everything good. So we walk past him. So when we get a little bit past him, dude, Kurt said, hey, Weezy, hey, can I holler at you right quick? I was like, what's up? He was like, nah, ain't nothing like that. So I looked at the fat boy face. Fat boy was right behind him like a bodyguard. He was like, tall dude was right there. He was like, nah, ain't nothing like that. He was like, oh, hold on. He was like, look, walk with me right quick. I'm like, what's up? So man, he walked to the child. He's like, look, man, like, I ain't saying you was the one that went and told him that I was using him. I ain't saying you was the one. But I know he be talking to you and he talked to a few other guys. But he was like, on the strength of this you, I'm going to come to you and not the other guys. And I'm going to tell you this. I was like, tell me what? He was like, mind your business, man. If it is you, mind your business, man. He was like, that dude right there. He was like, Tyson, yeah, he belonged to me. Yeah, he belonged to me, man. Yeah, he already know what it is, man. He already know what it is, man. He got to bring that work. And he going to keep bringing the work till I say he can't stop bringing the work. So anybody that got anything to do with that, man, they got to holler at me. Or they got to holler at my little homeboy, my little nephew. So, like, just let you know. But I ain't letting everybody else know, man. So just leave it be. I was like, yo, bro, listen, I ain't got nothing to do with what y'all got going on, bro. I ain't got nothing to do with what y'all got going on, bro. What you got going on, bro, is what you got going on. I ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. He was like, well, all right, I'll just, I was just checking the trap, just making sure because, like, we about to turn the heat up on him, like, you know what I mean? So, like, I done this before. You know what I mean? Like, you come up here, he was like, hey, for real, he ain't from our city. He just grew up out in a certain neighborhood. He just lived out a certain neighborhood for a couple years. He ain't from our city. He from such and such. So when he told me that, I was saying in my head, so that gives you the right to be a psycho. But I'm in penitentiary, man. Psycho things happen all the time, y'all. So boom. So I said, bro, look, bro, do you, bro? And I was there. He was like, he dipped off. So when he dipped off, I get back in the line. My man was like, what's up? I'm like, bro. He just told me kind of like just stay out of the jump with dude Tyson. I was like, I am too, bro. Like, I ain't got nothing to do with that, man. I was like, man, I'm not fighting this freaking psycho maniac, man. This man look like freaking Booker T from Harlem Heat. I'm not fighting this dude. I said, now he put his hands on me. That's what it is. But like, bro, I'm not getting in the middle of the sign. I said, bro, ain't even let me in the car. Man, I was like, exactly. Like, you ain't got nothing to do with that. He ain't even let you in the car, man. So boom. So now I'm really like, man, I ain't got nothing to do with that, man. So we go eat, come back. By the time we come back, I look up, see the fat dude over by Tyson's cell. He talking to him. Tyson come out. You know what I mean? Tyson go sit at the table with them. Kurt and the other dude was already sitting at the table. Tyson come out and go sit at the table with them. So everybody looking like, Tyson, what are you doing? Like, he go sit at the table with them. You know what I mean? He sit at the table. It's my word. Dude got down, talked to him for a minute. Got down, told that nigga go back in the cell. That nigga went back in the cell. He didn't come out for the rest of the goddamn day. I promise you, man. He stayed in his room. So a little time that went on, that nigga stayed in his room for like the whole week. So another weekend went on. This is his third weekend. He go back to the VI. Now I'm saying in my mind, like, bro, why are you going to the VI, bro? Like, come on, bro. Like, you rather pay than just leave? Come on, bro. Sometimes it'd be like, if you a pipsqueak, sometimes you got to take your show somewhere else, man, because like when the wolves get down on you, man, sometimes it can be overwhelming and you get to doing stuff like what Kurt is doing, like what Tyson is doing, man. And you just submitting to this stuff. So this man went back to the VI. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't know if he was going back to get to work. I don't know if he was going back to get to work because Tyson and them still had work because they had the work that he gave him and they took the rest of his work. So he didn't have nothing else. I don't know if he was going to get more work. Well, I don't know if he was going to check in or tell his mom what was going on. I don't know what he was doing, but I still was staying away from him. I ain't even gonna lie, I still was staying away from him. So he go to VI and come back. But this time when he come back, everybody's outside wreck. You know what I mean? So I don't know why Kurt and his crew had went outside, but I didn't go outside on the strength that I want to see if they're gonna kick his ass again. So when I found out that Kurt and them went outside, I didn't understand. Like, then they went outside. So bro come back. Bro come back from VI. He come back from VI. He walked in. The lady was like, what cell you in? He was like, he told the lady what cell he was in. When he turned around, he seen me on the top 10. He was like, hey, Weezy. Hey, look, man. Gotta holler at you, man. I was like, holler at me about what? He was like, man, look, before Rhett come back, man, I need to holler at you. I was like, bro, holler at me about what, bro? I said, bro, you dumb as a bitch. There wasn't a lot of people out there on the top 10. I'm like, bro, you dumb as a bitch, bro. Why the fuck you went back and pulled up on that nigga and told him the nigga said, he was like, nigga seen it, well, nigga seen it written all over my face, asking me what was wrong. I said, bro, you ain't have to fucking tell them, bro. He was like, it's too late for that, dude, man. He was like, bro, look, bro, I need to holler at you, bro. I was like, man, look, bro, I ain't got nothing to talk about, bro. He was like, man, I was like, bro, I ain't got nothing to talk about, bro. What you mean, bro? I said, bro, these the niggas that you chose you want to fuck with, bro. I told you what was going on, and you did the opposite, my nigga. I said, I can't involve me and my homeboys into this bullshit, bro. And there's some shit they got to do with your city, bro. He was like, man, fuck them niggas, Weezy, man. I was like, bro, I'm not the one you should be telling that to, man. You know what I mean? He was like, all right, man, that man waiting to say it. You know what I mean? I did like this. I looked down under the tier. He had his cut up, you know what I mean? So he went to sell and put his cut up. So he was in that joint a little minute, you know what I mean? So Rhett come back. When Rhett come back, I promise you, man, the dude Kurt came straight in there with his henchmen. Him and the fat dude and the little slim dude, they come right back in the joint. They come straight into the pod and go straight back to the bro handicap cell. So they went straight back to the joint. I come down the steps just to see what was going on. I look, they go into his cell. So the cut still was up and they go into the cell. I look, the dude in the wheelchair is sitting in front of his own cell and can't get in the jank because they in there. So they was in that joint for probably 10 minutes. Then they come out the joint. When they come out the joint, Kurt went right back to the door. And y'all know what Kurt was doing? Man, Kurt was slanging and banging, man. So boom. I looked at the fat boy. Fat boy said, hey, Weezy, I got feesies too, man. Some different shit too. I was like, oh, all right, I'll let you know, bro. You know what I mean? So they in that joint doing them again. They in that joint doing them again, man. You know what I mean? Tyson come out looking stupid, man. Looking super stupid, man. Looking dumb as a bitch. So he just looking dumb as a motherfucker, man. He was like, shit crazy, man. He was like, exit out for child. Exit out for child. He won't even dress. I said, bro, what they got over there? Dude was like, man, they got some bullshit over there, man. Chili Mac. I was like, oh, I'm not going over there. Niggas dip. Everybody went out. Y'all already know Kurt and them going because they hustling. So they go out. They leave. You know what I mean? So it's a few dudes in the pod, popcorn at the washing machine, a couple dudes playing poker, a couple dudes over there. So I come down the steps. I'm like, man, shit crazy, man. I see Tyson. Tyson like, shit crazy, Weezy, man. Now I wish I ain't come to Lawrenceville. I was like, why you say that? He was like, man, because these niggas got down, told me, man, I gotta pay these niggas the whole pack down, bro. Look what they left me with, Weezy. He showed me a piece of paper. It was like a magazine paper. And I look, I was like, what's that? He was like, probably like a gram. I was like, man, come on, man. I was like, bro, them niggas took your whole pack, bro. He was like, they was using me the whole fucking time, bro. Like, they don't fuck with me, man. You know what I mean? He was like, man, they don't fuck with me, man. It's all good, though, man. They don't fuck with me, man. I said, bro, look, bro. You just gonna keep letting them take your shit? What the fuck you gonna do? I said, fight, nigga. He was like, man, I can't beat them big ass niggas, Weezy. Fuck you wanna do? Look at me. And look at them niggas. He had a point, but I'm just like, still though, bro. Go out in the blaze of glory, bro. Like, you know they're using you. Like, you already know that you was just a fucking cash cow for them. Like, they don't give a shit about you, bro. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do now? He was like, I don't know. He was like, I don't know because, like, I feel like I don't want to leave Lawrenceville, Weezy. Like, where I'm gonna find another sweet opportunity like this to get the pack every week, bro? Where I'm gonna get? I was like, man, shh. I was like, so you rather get the pack every week and pay niggas, huh? He was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I said, you told your mom? He was like, fuck no. Hell no, I ain't tell my mama. Why the fuck would I tell her, Weezy? She gonna be fucking mad as a bitch. I was like, bro, well, I don't know what you gonna do there, man. I said, because it's a known fact these niggas using you. He was like, I already know there is. Man, them niggas came in there and put their hands on me, Weezy, man. That fat nigga, man, nigga came in that bitch and beat me up, Weezy, man. I'm like, bro, real deal pipsqueak. Like, I didn't really know he was a pipsqueak like this. I just thought he was a little short dude that just mind his business and all of that shit, man. On the low, bro was a goddamn pipsqueak, man. So boom, cream puff, man, whatever you want to call him, man. So like, his words was kind of disgusting me. You know what I mean? I could have been like, yo, me and my homeboys will have your back. You do whatever you want to do. Just bring me the pack. That rhymed, but nah, I ain't, you know, all money ain't good money. The dude, Kurt, he gonna go all out. He's gonna go all out. I'm letting you know he's gonna go all the way, all out. Like to the point where, like, ain't nobody gonna be able to get in the way of this dude. This is a guy from his city. If he feel like anybody's gonna get in the way of those politics, man, then it's gonna be war. And I don't have time for that, man. I just got to Lawrenceville my goddamn self, man. I'm not finna be banging it out with a nigga that told me I couldn't even get the pack with him, man. So boom. So all that coward conversation he was talking about, man, I was done. I was like, yo, bro, like, look, bro, just be safe, bro. You know what I mean? I walked away. I ain't really had no more kick it. You know what I mean? I went to the cell chill. Went and told my roommate, this nigga dumb as a bitch. This nigga paying these dumb ass niggas. You know what I mean? Got down. I go see my man. My man come out in the hallway as Rec coming back. I catch my homeboy. I was another that told me the information. He was like, yo, bro, did you ever say so? I was like, yeah. I was like, man, I look. I seen a nigga Kurt talking to the same damn nigga that my man said be fucking the money up over in his pod. He hitting him off with the weed. My man was like, yeah, he got the la-la. I was like, for real? He was like, yeah, nigga got the la-la last week too. I was like, man, them niggas taking dude shit now. He was like, man, see? Niggas was using that nigga the whole time. I was like, man, shh. Like, penitentiary is so fucking dangerous, man. Like, you'll get up under some niggas that you think got your best interests at heart. The whole time these niggas got down, be living in the dark, man. So boom. Niggas be petty pieces of shit, man. These niggas is from Bro City and extorting this nigga, man. How the fuck you gonna do that? You know what I mean? It's being done right before my eyes, man. I'm looking up at the bro Tyson. He's looking stupid every day. Every day goes by, he's looking dumber and dumber. But the only option is to fucking leave. You know what I mean? But like a lot of niggas be in their pride about leaving. So I'm thinking he was just trying to hang on as long as possible while he tried to figure out a plan. But at the end of the day, bro, like in the meantime, you getting your brains extorted out, man. So he dealt with this shit, man. He dealt with that shit, man. That man actually went back the following weekend, which made his 4th week in 1 month. He went back and got the package again, man, and gave it to Kurt. Kurt out that bitch slaying and banging, super duper happy with what he got going on. You know what I mean? Kurt got all the fucking weed. This my word, man. I'm like, damn, this nigga Kurt got all the fucking treat. Goddamn, Kurt moving around, doing him, everything lovely. The goddamn fat young boy, he done got niggas to go to property for him. He got clothes now. Fat young boy ain't never had no property. That nigga was walking around with them scrubs every goddamn day looking dirty as a bitch. Now he got some goddamn property. You know what I mean? Getting his shit together. Kurt getting his shit together. The little slim nigga getting his shit together. All them niggas coming up off this nigga right here, man, that I told that was using them niggas. I told him they was using them. I told that nigga that shit, man. So goddamn, nigga Kurt, I don't know what that fucking happened. We was in the cell one night. We was in that bitch one night, man. And I had went to sleep because this was after the workers and everything. So this was like after 2. I want to say this is after 2 o'clock in the morning. But my roommate, I heard him jump off the bed and he was like, yo, Weezy, look. I look. He was like, yo, Weezy, look, get up. I was like, what? Because I'm just waiting. I'm like, what's up? He's like, man, come on, the police in here. I was like, police in here. I jump up. He was like, look. I went beside him and looked. I was like, where? He's like, they down there at the handicap. He was like, they down. He was like, they down there at the handicap. I looked. Goddamn, niggas was ransacking Kurt's shit. I'm like, oh, shit. Goddamn, Kurt sitting at the table, him and his roommate handcuffed. Goddamn, them niggas was in that bitch for a minute, so everybody on the door now. They cut the lights on. Everybody watching. Everybody watching that shit. Niggas like, next thing you know, you see the sergeant come out. He was like, yo, got something in his hand. He look at Kurt. He look at Kurt's roommate. Kurt was like, that's my ass. That's my ass right there. His face was like this the whole time. He looking at the other handicap, which is the nigga Tyson said. He's like, that's my ass right there. He had to look like this nigga outsmarted me. Motherfucking coward, man. One thing about a coward gonna do cowardly things, so boom. I'm not saying that he motherfucking dropped the kite on the nigga. I'm not saying that. But they ran down on the nigga Kurt. They ran down on the nigga, this is my word. They taking that nigga out. All you hear is fat boy like, where you going? No. Kurt like, yeah, man, nigga got me, man. Yeah, he leave out the jump looking dumb as a motherfucker. They get that nigga out and they took that nigga to the hole. You know what I mean? So when we come out the next morning, everybody's talking about this shit. Fat boy, he got there looking mad as a motherfucker. He looking mad as a bitch. He got there pull up on nigga Tyson ASAP. He pull up on Tyson. Tyson got down like, yo, I ain't do shit. That nigga was like, nigga, if I found out you did it, nigga, I got the motherfucking have your ass, nigga. I got the motherfucking have your ass, nigga. I'm letting you know now. I got the motherfucking have you, nigga. You gonna get motherfucking demolished in this bitch, nigga. I'm gonna unalive you in this bitch. Nigga, if I found out you snitched on my motherfucking uncle, nigga, straight the fuck up, nigga. You gonna fuck up my uncle release day because you a pussy? He was talking big shit to goddamn Tyson. Tyson was just standing there taking it like, man, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. He was like, all right. So that nigga dipped. We go to breakfast. Goddamn, I come out for breakfast. I see Tyson. Tyson like, yo, Weezy, look, man, I need to holler at you, man. I was like, what? He was like, man, look, man. Goddamn, man, I need you to hold me down, bro. Because goddamn, I'm gonna fight this nigga, man. I'm tired of this fat nigga, bro. I'm about to fight this nigga, bro, one-on-one, bro. I'm like, bro, you gonna fight the nigga, bro? He was like, yeah, bro, whatever come behind that, they come behind that, bro. Fuck this shit, bro. I ain't paying them niggas no more, bro. So fuck it. So I'm like, I thought about it. I'm like, that maniac ass nigga Kurt gone. I was like, my homeboy was like, man, just don't let the tall nigga jump in. I was like, shh, I ain't getting that shit. My homeboy was like, man, fuck that. I want to see that nigga fight. That nigga need to fight. Them niggas done extorted this nigga. That nigga need to fight Weezy. I was like, I thought about it though. I'm like, yo, for real? Like he gotta gain his fucking pride back, man. Like he don't have no pride. Like, bro, you gotta have some type of courage. Like, so maybe a fight, a one-on-one fight can do it. You know what I mean? But I'm like, yo, like when we get back, I'm gonna tell Fat Boy, you trying to say on one-on-one? He was like, yeah, tell him. So he didn't even go to child. He went straight in the cell and strapped up. You know what I mean? He just went straight in the cell and strapped up, goddamn. So when they come back from breakfast, I see Fat Boy. I say, hey, look, me holler at you. He was like, what's up, Weezy? I say, hey, look, I'm just here, bro, because I don't want y'all to bank the nigga, man. I said, man, the nigga too small for y'all to bank, bro. You know what I mean? I said, look, but he trying to see you one-on-one. He was like, who? I was like, you. He was like, all right. Fuck, I'm about to beat his ass right now before we lock down. Fat Boy went to his cell. Fat Boy went and strapped up. Man, Fat Boy come back down the stairs like bad dudes, like all kind of stuff like this. He came down fast as a bitch. He get down the steps, shot to the handicap cell. He get down to the handicap cell. Goddamn, I was standing by the door. My homeboy was standing by me. I looked at Tyson. I was like, you ready? I looked at Tyson. Tyson had his shirt off. Tyson was like, yeah, I'm ready. You already? Fat boy came in that bitch. Man, them niggas collided. Boom, boom, boom. Tyson was rumbling. Man, Tyson was rumbling at first, man, till Fat Boy got them, caught his ass. Bah! Fat Boy caught that nigga hit the bed. Now, the handicap cells has 2 bottom bunks. They don't have the bottom and the top. It's 2 bottom bunks in there. That's why it's called the handicap cell. Man, he caught that nigga ass. Boom! Man, he caught Tyson. Tyson fell, hit the corner of the bed. Boom! Fight was over with. Big boy got on top of his ass. I didn't know he hit the bed. I just seen him goddamn get hit with the punch and fail. My man told me he hit the bed, but when goddamn Fat Boy got on top of that nigga, Fat Boy was behind that nigga. That nigga, he got knocked out this way. Boom, on his stomach. Man, Fat Boy got behind that nigga and sat on his back and was like, boom, like the first 2 jumps rocked him. Boom, my homeboy was like, yo, man, he hit the bed. We spoke. I was like, man, I ran and jumped. I was like, oh, bro, you gonna unalive the nigga, bro. Come on, bro. Fat Boy was like, fuck wrong with this nigga, man. This nigga snitched on my fucking uncle. I know he fucking did, man. I know he fucking did, man. Look, bro looked like he was unalive. I was like, shit. I was like, yo, bro. That nigga was like he moved, but he was like, I was like, yo, bro, get up, bro. I looked, that nigga shit had a big ass gash on his head. That nigga hit the fucking bottom bunk. I was like, oh shit, get the fuck out of here, y'all. So boom, I slid. I went back to my cell quick. Goddamn, next thing you know, his celly came in that bitch, hit the button, saw that nigga like that. Called the fucking law. Police ran that motherfucker deep as a bitch. Man, police ran that bitch deep as a motherfucker, man. They had to call medical. Man, they came in that motherfucker. They was trying to figure out who the fuck he was fighting. After they took that nigga, they took like an hour trying to figure out who the fuck they was fighting. They went to every cell one by one. I finally looked up and they had Fat Boy sitting at the table handcuffed. I was like, oh shit. They take Fat Boy. Goddamn, they still got us on lockdown. The CO come around, do a round. They said the nigga Tyson had a concussion. Said the nigga Tyson almost was out of there, man. This is my word. I was like, what? He like, yeah. Man, they almost got that one alive, his dumb ass, man. He said his fucking shit was fucked up. He hit that damn bed. So niggas was like, damn, that shit was crazy. So we was locked down for the rest of the day. I guess because of all of that shit, the shit before, they kept us locked down for the rest of the day. Man, we come back out the next day. The Slim Dude is the only nigga left out they whole little crew. Slim Dude showed us a kite that the nigga Kurt had wrote. The kite said, goddamn, it's a known fact that the nigga wrote a kite on him, telling the goddamn unit manager that he was in the one in there selling the weed. You know what I mean? He was like, the unit manager told him somebody wrote a kite. He didn't tell him who. So somebody wrote a kite and told him that he was in there selling la. And goddamn, that's why they ran down on him, man. And I feel like the only person that could have done that shit was the nigga Tyson. You know what I mean? But he was a fucking coward, man. Like, that's what y'all be thinking, that it just be like everybody that's getting the pack be cowards. Nah, but it be a lot of them. A lot of the cowards be witty. A lot of the cowards be having support on the street. A lot of the cowards be having money to make that shit happen. So yes, a lot of the cowards do touch the work in penitentiary, man. That's just how it go. It's a lot of fucking cowards running around on the streets with the work. They just have firearms, man. That makes them slightly a little bit less of a coward, man. But it's the same way in the penitentiary, man. It's a fucking bunch of cowards with the work. And that man was being used, man, by his own goddamn city. And that shit was unbelievable, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. But that was a crazy situation. That's the damn story, though. Man, I appreciate y'all for watching another one, man. Please stay your ass out the way, man. Your family needs you out here. And y'all already know that, man. But y'all already know what it is, man. This was a bonus banger. So what I y'all do this one. Like, subscribe, so y'all. Let's get it. Let's go. Be safe out there, people, and stay y'all ass out the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments. Get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.